Some of you guys, some of you may not be ready for this, but I think you're ready for it. Honestly, if you've been going through some shit, this is the process of you becoming, okay? And as we all are, we're all going through some shit. We're always going to be going through some shit. But this is the process, and I'm going to break it down for you so that you can understand what's taking place and actually acknowledge it as it's taking place and not dwell on it or get caught up in it or think that there's something wrong. Okay, this is you stepping into who God created you to be. Okay, the old you has to die for the real you to rise. Number one, the death must come before rebirth. Okay, the darkness always precedes the light. The old version of you is comfortable. He's soft. He's addicted to escaping and the vices. But that version can't walk into your next season. If you really want to fulfill your purpose and be all that you can be in this life, like that version of you has to go. If you truly want to rise, parts of you must be sacrificed. Okay, parts of you that are holding on to things that are not serving you has to be let go of. Okay, key, you can't become him while holding on to him. This is the lower self versus the higher self. The ego versus God. Like comfort, pleasure versus purpose versus discomfort. Okay. Number two, you're going to feel it all. The letting go hurts. Believe me, I know. Because you built your identity on broken foundations. Like you built your identity based on I need money, I need status, I need a woman in my life who's attractive, I need a car, I need jewelry, I need all these things that you think that you need that are going to make you valuable to others when it's literally a table being built on shaky legs. Like it's going to collapse. Expect the doubt, the pain, the emotional storms, and walk through them anyways. You think that you're just going to walk to your goals and walk to being the person that you want to be in this very easy, simple manner. No, it's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be discomfort. It's going to be hard. But that's parts of you that are shedding. That's parts of you that do not serve you. Let those parts go. God isn't removing things to hurt you. He's clearing up space for who you really are. Okay, you think that you know what's taking place right now at this moment, but it's so much bigger than what you think. It's so much bigger. Because in the moment you can't see it. But after time goes by, you look back and you're like, oh yeah, it had to go like that. I see it now. Okay. Key, transformation isn't clean. It's not clean. It's chaos before clarity. Usually it's like the most rock bottom that someone has to hit in order for them to accelerate into the life that they've always wanted to live. Like that is the process that takes place because you have to be broken down to be built back up the right way. Number three, this is a spiritual death. It's a spiritual death. He's not interested in your ego, your comfort, or your image. He wants the warrior, the vessel, the sun. And that version of you only rises after the false one dies. Like this is the process. You can't receive what it is that you desire until your old self dies off. Because if it came while your old self was still there, you'd give it away. You'd lose it. You'd ruin it. You'd wreck it. So that part of you has to die. Allow that to take place. Don't resonate in that. Don't identify yourself with that. Allow the process to take place and know that you're being born into a new. God will crush everything in you that's not from him. I know it's brutal. I know it may suck and you may not want it to be that way. But this is the only way that you actually clean the vessel. Your body is the temple of the Spirit. So all these things have to be removed from your body. How are they removed? Through emoting emotions. They come to the surface because they've been buried for so long. And as they come to the surface, you feel it and you go through it and you think that there's something wrong. And rather than run to the vices, and bury them even more, you allow that to take place and you allow it to be released from your spirit. This is how you step more and more into the man that he created you to be. Number 4, every layer you shed is a return to who you really are. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to your original design. You see, he already gave you the vision. He put it in you before you were even born. And then you came here and all these viruses, all these bad programming, all these bad ideas and mentalities from people around you got impressed upon you before you even had the ability to think. And they all went into your subconscious mind. So now you've been tasked with having to remove those things. And you remove them only through discomfort. That's the only way that you grow. That's the only way that you step out of the box and change and get different results than what you're currently getting. So allow that process to take place, because you already are that which you want to be. Your refusal to believe it is the only reason you do not see it. You already are the version of you that you desire to be. You just have to start to see yourself as that. And then as you go through life, circumstances come to you, scenarios, situations, and all of it exposes what you are not. And you become the version of you that you see yourself as, that you already are. But the things have to take place in order for the old self to be removed, so that you are just left with him. The deeper you go, the more old patterns fall away. And the more that those old patterns fall away, you realize that those things were never even you. And you look back and you're like, damn, I can't even believe I ever even did those things. But this is the process. So just become aware of it and understand that you have to go through that. You have to go through the removing of the old habits, the old behaviors, the old thoughts, the old identity, so that you can step into who he created you to be. This is how you step into the man God created you to be. Key, this pain is proof you're on the path. You're not going to grow without the pain. You're not going to grow without the discomfort. So if everything's good and everything's all easy in your life and you're very comfortable, you have everything all planned out and predicted, and you're like, hey, I got all these things here, I do this, I do that. Okay, it's cool. That is the comfort zone. And if you're not getting the results that you want in that comfort zone, you have to change your comfort zone. You have to get out of that comfort zone. Okay? The final truth, you're not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. Let the old you die, feel it, face it, and watch what God resurrects in its place. This is all it comes down to. All that this life comes down to is you versus you. You overcoming the old self so that you can become the higher self, so that you can step into the higher self more and more. It's a removal process. You don't have to add anything to your life. It's just removing the things that you are not. And then you become what you are, or you are left with what you are. Okay, so this is what I teach in the higher self community. By doing the daily habits, you start removing the old self, the limited self, so that you can step into your higher self and align with your higher self. So click the link in the description if you want to join us in the community. DM me on Instagram at Michael Vincent Mindset, and we'll see you in the next one.